any potential concessions. You know, a lender, a buyer's going to want to come in, they're going to have to get it inspected. A lender's always going to nitpick and say, hey, we need the floors done, or we need this replaced, or whatever they, want to go for. You'd have to come out of pocket for that. So there's just like those parameters that we can help with when it comes to handling the heavy lifting of
Hello?
a traditional listing.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah, those
So-
chairs was yesterday.
What?
She said they're gone. They
Oh,
were
okay.
gone yesterday.
Okay. Oh, they're too good to be true. Damn, she that was still active, man. I'm glad you checked.
Yeah, she said she had them out yesterday, but somebody came and got them yesterday.
Hello, Jenny, are you there?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we tried.
Oh, did I lose you? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Thank you for going out there. That settles it. I'm satisfied with the answer. You rock.
Just leave it for mine here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay then.
Okay.
I'll bring that clock tomorrow sometime.
Perfect. Okay. Thanks, Lou.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I am still here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure what was going on. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna list it, and it's gonna take. I mean, my only peeve is possibly how long it will take to sell, but I think that the number that I'm looking for, I think that it would end up higher than the 120 something that you offered, and that's the reason why my patience will just extend to that. And I'll look at see what the closing costs. It would be my first sale of a home, so I would pay keen attention as to what my end takeaway value is.
Sure, I get you. No, and I want to touch on that a little bit because we do this every day. So many homeowners, we go through a lot of transactions. This is like very like we're the perfect people to work with, especially if it's your first transaction, and we can do the math. Like if you listed at $145, let's say, and you subtract 6%, it's going to be 3% for the seller agent, and then 3% for the buyer agent typically, and then usually 1% for closing costs. Right there at that 7% number. If you sold it at 145, you'd get a net of 134,850. That's before any buyer concessions. So they want work done that comes out of that, as well as any surveys or any appraisals and things that come up. And I think the bigger thing too is if you do a traditional listing agreement, they typically lock you in for 3 to 6 months. With our program, not only are those fees covered, but it's a 60-day where we get it closed within the 60 days. We're gonna get a ton of feedback the first 2 weeks of it being on the market, and usually we get our buyer to the non-refundable deposit locked in the first 2 weeks, so that closing happens within the 60 days. I think that's a bigger part that maybe you're not considering fully is like typical agents. They're gonna lock you into it. They want the 6 months, but you can obviously negotiate. But again, we're gonna hire an agent, so we're gonna do exactly what you're trying to do, except we'll cover everything in the middle. So I don't know. And I gave you accurate comps. I gave you properties that have sold, and properties that were listed right now. Like I could send you the address too. I know we're right on the numbers.
Yeah, you're right on the numbers, but I would like I do believe that my walkaway is above 140, and you can call me out on it because I'm about to list it in 30 days.
Do the math. If you listed for 145, 145 what you were thinking?
No, I actually have a strong feeling that my walkaway will be above 140, and I have the patience. I have the patience because, like, I'm gonna it's gonna be an Airbnb in the meantime, so it'll just be vacant whenever the showings are.
Sure.
I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet.
So again, even if you listed at 150 minus 7%, which is 6% realtor, 1% closing cost.
Well, the thing is, right now, it's up to the owner to pay the additional 3% to the buyer agent.
Okay. I'm telling you, we do this a lot. Typical is going to be the other way. Everything is negotiable. It's just more work on your part to negotiate that. You have to find the right agent.
Right.
And again, we can list for you as well. You don't even have a listing agent. So I mean, we
Yeah.
have that capability to list it traditionally for you as well, if that's what you prefer.
Mhm.
Because usually novation works out better for the seller. But I mean, if you just want to list the tradition of list it and put it on the market for you and get it sold that way, if that's your preference.
Okay. I guess we'll be in touch in about a month. I know it's going to be hard to sell it because of the market, though. Hello?
You're not wanting to sell it.
Oops.
You're not wanting to sell it to the end of the month.
Uh-oh. I'm hearing like two different inputs.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Yeah, but there's a man's voice in there too.
Oh my God, I think I hit 3, double, triple. Okay.
You want me to call
Sorry.
you right back?
Yeah.
Okay, let me hang up and I'll call you up right
Okay.
I found something out interesting today.
Okay. Cool. I think I'm gonna have to take that call.
Sure, of course. I was just curious. So you're thinking about selling and getting
So let's disconnect and reconvene in a month because I don't know what's going on with my phone lines. Okay, it's like doing that thing again, so somebody has to disconnect right now.
There's a guy there.
I know.
What we got? Okay, never mind. You have a good day, Jenny.
Okay, thanks. Okay, we're back.
Okay. Okay, hi there. Are you alone?
Yes, dear, I am.
Okay. So, I found out that allegedly, Lisa is telling people in the building that the second lawyer that's hired to defend us, the HOA, in the countersuit with you,
Yes.
this Charles L. Harris,
Yes.
was supposedly appointed by the insurance company.
Oh my God, so
You know
he's
that
supposed
to
to be free.
What?
Does insurance cover everything for you guys? I mean, insurance is good, right?
I don't know anything about this per se, but I just researched it a little bit. But with the things that you're alleging that they do, I doubt it very much. You know what I mean? Which is also why they may have stopped your
Deposition.
You know, your Because as you find things out, because I don't, you or me don't get everything all at once. That's what I've been trying to research when I can. To give you some information, because obviously the more you research, the more you know. It's going to cost you less, because when the lawyer's doing it for you, they're going to charge you whatever their hourly is, right, or their minimum.
Yes.
So I'm trying to give you as much information I can.
Hello, Lincoln.
But yeah, this Charles L. Harris from Orange County. But here's the thing, though. Even if it was appointed, because if it's covered under claims of our insurance that it would cover, I doubt it. For two reasons. I think Lisa is lying.
Oh my
Is there any
gosh.
way that can you find out? Can you find out any information about this, like where he came from?
Okay. I guess I'm going to, this is what I'm going to write. I mean, I've been interviewing some lawyers, although the interesting thing about lawyers is they have, like when you talk, you could just tell that they're skewed toward the money side. Like, so when you're like, oh, hello, I'm being sued, they're like, oh no, like they're just like, oh no, if you need to be defended, they're like, oh, I typically work with HOAs, and I'm like, how could it be that 90?
Because they want the big money. They want the big money because
Unending.
There's a building around us, not too far in Highland Park, that has $2 million in their accounts. That's what they're after.
Wow.
You gotta find, you you got to call. Well, you know what? I can text it to you later, maybe. But I mean, just go to the next person, the next person, the next person, or get referrals from like real estate agents. You know,
Yeah.
you need somebody that doesn't need the money anymore. That's a really good person, but very smart and very,
Yep.
that's not trying to always get you to go to court. 'Cause,
Yep.
it's going to be a lot of hassle for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this Harris guy, if you can find out where he might have come from, but I think Lisa's lying. My suspicion for two reasons. Our insurance rates for this building are already high, so there's
Okay.
a lot of things that we try to do on our own just to not avoid our rates going up. So I doubt very much they're going to cover in a counter lawsuit, right?
There's no,
Now,
okay, so he's counter? He's the one that's defending, or?
Yeah, he's defending for us. But
You know
that's
what?
the one that
I wonder.
that canceled your.
He did. Why would he
deposition.
cancel that?
Because I got on him in an email, and I go, "What the hell is all this doing?" I've been doing my part on my end. You know what
Whoa. That
Yeah,
was
I'm on-
sudden. Yeah.
I mean?
So,
It was within a week after I got on him because, as I told you
oh
before,
my gosh.
and I'll tell you again, there's nothing in our official documents about any of this.
Yeah.
Any of it.
Uh-oh. He's
So that by
freely
itself-
spending. Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, if
Well,
there's.
I mean, all you have
yeah.
to do is get all your agendas and minutes.
Yes.
Time frame, and you'll see, because as I was trying to tell you, to get it all together, because you read through it and look for, your apartment number 17 or your
Mm-hmm.
name, your last name, PM, or any reference of it, and once you put it on your computer, search on your computer for any of those things.
Okay.
DAM, 317. Pop up anything on your computer that has those names in it.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Did not know
That's a
that.
real
That
easy
is
way to do it.
wonderful. That is, wait, do we have a website for this? Like, this is the Surfwood Monterey.
No, we don't have a website. We
Okay,
don't have a website.
okay.
Your mom has those paperwork that I suggested you to have her mail to you before they know what you're doing.
Oh
and
my
not to
God.
actually do it with the lawyer right now. For them to do it, they're going to charge you and charge you and charge you. So
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
easy.
they would.
And then if your mom doesn't have them or you're missing some, then you contact Lisa and you possibly CC your lawyer in it. But if they read an email and charge you $600, then I wouldn't do it. But you put David in there, you put the Surfwood address. There should be 3 addresses when you're addressing Lisa. And then
Yes.
possibly your lawyer, if you want them to charge you for that email.
Right.
That important. And you ask for those missing, or get yourself on the email. I would try to do it personally, and then, but if you want digital copies to make it easier, just ask Lisa for all of them.
You know
Going
what?
back for
It
for
has
5
to.
years and 6 years.
Because it's just called agenda. And I mean, how could a HOA operate with something?
They can't, sweetie. They can't,
Yeah,
sweetie.
see? Yeah. Yeah, that would
can't.
be.
So, and then I'm
Wow.
not saying that, everybody has, there's responsibilities on both sides, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So everybody, but that would get the lawsuit possibly thrown out.
Okay.
Then you'd have to agree to throw out yours,
Mm.
and everybody get back to the negotiating table.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, so
This
everybody
is
doesn't
so
spend any more
insane.
money.
It was like running
What?
down, I mean, the 3 different paths, and the fact that, and I'm a little confused, because like one is like, I'm going to continue to, like at first they canceled everything, like, let's mediate, let's just settle. And then out of the blue, one of the lawyers was like, I still want to interview or, depose. I still want to depose her. And I'm like, which one is the one that wants to depose me? And I'm a little confused because I just received a phone call yesterday that I'm like, what? So in 10 days, one of the lawyers wants to depose me, but it sounds like it's the Charles guy. Like,
But he dropped it 2 days ago and now wants to do it again.
I swear to you, I was like dumbfounded. They were like, Jenny, are you free on June 26th? They gave me 2 dates, like between 20th. And I'm
Well,
thinking,
before you
Yeah.
do that, Benny, like I said, I would go back and go why would I do mediation and pay all kinds of thousands of dollars when
Yeah.
you guys didn't do any hearings for me? Go
right,
back to the
shouldn't we
hearings.
start with hearings? Yeah, like, shouldn't we
Yeah.
start to see?
And like I said,
yeah,
I don't know if that's legally possible because now they've jumped ahead,
right.
and that I'm not familiar with. So you need to ask your lawyer. So
I
and so
just
I
did.
don't want to do
Yeah.
fucking mediation and be charged thousands of dollars where internal dispute resolution and a hearing before that is all free.
Oh, right. Right.
So why would you do that? But you can also find out, where's this guy come from? When was he hired by the HOA? You can put it out like that, and then
Okay.
they'll come back. Oh, he wasn't hired by the HOA. He was hired by the insurance company. You know, like make it an open-ended question.
Yes.
So then they say, well, how is that possible? Because there's nothing in, and in between time, get your governing document, which are the not your governing document, your agendas and minutes going back as far as you can get them, digitally if you can. If not, did you have your mom send you all that?
My mom is inundated right now, which means I'm probably gonna have to go to her house. My mom is absolutely inundated. She's like, yeah.
Okay, just get it digitally then,
Yeah.
without your lawyer, so they don't charge you for it. But make sure it's all documented in an email to to everybody for the building, not just Lisa. Lisa, I think, is hiding things from everybody.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if you have the official documents of TCM, and we have one official for Surfwood alone, you address it to everyone. And like I said, if you think it's serious enough because you can always forward it later to your lawyer, but if you put the lawyer in the email, they'll probably charge you for reading the email, which is probably their minimum, which is a few $100.
Oh.
So, if you want to start budgeting a little bit more, I wouldn't include the email to the lawyer right away unless it's weird.
Yes.
So, and find out where Mr. Harris came from. Get all the agendas and minutes, and then go to, once you do your search, prove me wrong. See if there's anything about your unit. See if there's anything about Mr. Ferrante. See if there's anything about Mr. Harris. And a lawsuit. Use all those key searches. And if it turns up there's a very minuscule doesn't explain all this, well, why the fuck, excuse my language, would I go to a mediation that's going to cost me thousands? I would go with once they start, their eyes start sparkling with lots of money, because that's not the type of